Alright everyone, this here is Atlantis for the Atari 2600. The goal of this game is to keep your city alive for 15 minutes. This game is submitted by Sharpie Plays. I have no idea what this is. I've never played this, I don't recognize it. 15 minutes sounds like a long time to me. We'll see, I guess. Here we go. Just getting these games to run is always an adventure. These are usually difficulty 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's begin at like 2. Wait, how do I... Can I control anything here? Space? Shift? No? It's usually like the controller space or... Oh, not that button. What? Alright, so F2 just resets the game. So on mode 1 I can shoot. On mode 2 I can't. On mode 3. Then I shoot at that one. Could someone quickly look up a manual? Thank you. How am I supposed to keep my city alive for 15 minutes? What's up, y'all? How's it going? Alright, I need to check the manual here. Gameplay. Game 1, the real challenge. Wave after wave of Gorgon attacks. You survive one wave to face faster foes than the next. The 2 sentry posts and it responds to your joystick orders. Tentacle, but the command post being disabled and cannot fire. Place your shots well. The perfect game for learning to play. Game 4 does not increase in speed, but still remain a challenge. Later wave are a test for any player. Alright, so game insert card, turn power, flip, game select level, game hit reset fire button on your left. Control the sentry. Neither can't be destroyed. Left and press the red. Ah, press the red. Defend. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah. We can try this one. All right. Alright, so once you understand the controls... Oh, fuck. Having your central tower shot down is pretty shitty. How are you supposed to defend against those? Ah, so it's basically a hard and an easy mode. Maybe we should play this on easy if we're supposed to survive for 15 minutes. I mean, 15 minutes sounds almost impossible. What a poor pleb living in a moment of two. Let's try easy mode and see how far we can get. It's more luck than anything if you hit the fast chips. Yeah, this is how Atlantis died. Endless horde of alien ships. Eventually they just succumbed. Ah, the bomb ships gets lower and lower. Did you see that? They came like loop after loop. You can time them after a while. That's pretty neat. Do I have a timer? I started at around 5 minutes on this attempt. Alright, Goro. That bot quote is so good. Fighting a giant transparent penis. Shit. Fuck. Is it Looney Cloud just joining the race? Who? Shit, they're fast suddenly. Shit. Asking for a story in these Atari arcade games is probably a bit too much. Some of them do have stories, but it's pretty rare. Shit, the speed they spawn at depends on how many ships there's on screen. But 15 minutes, that's absurdly long. Wait, those things can shoot too? Oh, those things that looks like... Oh, every ship shoots. All of them goes lower and lower. Didn't notice before. Those things look like the Enterprise from Star Trek. Those looks like Star Destroyers. There's a story in the manual, albeit a short one. Fuck! Shit. Imagine that this is easy. I know I started this attempt at around 5 minutes. So I'm already up to 7 minutes now. So this might not be impossible actually. Shit. I didn't think I'd get very far in this attempt, so I didn't really like time it. What? Shit. Aww. 9 minutes. Yeah, let's do it like this. Window capture at existing. Where are you? There you are. This is probably not centered and everything, but you know. You know. What does one do? Yeah, the small ones clears everything on screen when you kill them. But they're much harder to hit due to how fast they move. Shit. Them taking down the central tower is not that bad, because the central tower respawns pretty quickly. I don't know if it's like every stage or every other stage. I haven't really figured that part out yet. You get one building every 10k. Okay. That's pretty regularly. Central tower respawns first. There aren't much for music though. Song requests. Shit! Oof. I got it on the last lap. Shit. I got all of them back. It seems like it actually does save up your credits. Or when you screw up. When even the regular ship starts getting fast, it's difficult. Fuck. Try a diplomatic approach. Yeah, that'd be something. Shooting towards the quick ships is actually easier, it seems like. I don't know why though. Shit. Holy hell, that one was fast. At around 7 minutes it becomes just impossible. Some bomb ships are just too fast. Jesus. It's a Swedish child game. I guess as long as it's not dependent on people understanding Swedish, because that'd be pretty awful. Like, what were they called? The backpacker games? Where you basically had to answer questions. That'd be pretty awful. Fuck. I get stressed out if I miss them. Fuck. Wait, have I spent all my score already? Jesus, I didn't know I was doing that bad. Like, I can feel that I'm not doing good, but I didn't know I did that bad. That was lucky. Ah, fuck, it got delayed. The ship spawning got delayed from there being too many ships on screen. It messed up my timing. I was so lucky. Got those buildings back at the right time. Fuck. Why am I so bad at aiming? And after a while there's just too much shit on screen. Fuck. God damn it. Yes, a single building is freaking keeping it alive. Yeah, we're getting the hang of it. I just need to not lose it whenever there's too much shit going on screen. I need to find like a... Fuck. I need to find a stable way of getting the quick ones. I get a feel for when to shoot to get them. Last try if I want to win. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. That depends on how well I'm doing. This is a holiday tomorrow. I can. I wonder if there's a way of like prolonging, to make stuff go slower. Almost as exciting as FTL. The goal is better than the FTL one. I'm prepared to agree with you. This one at least feels doable. Fuck! That screwed my timings up completely. Fuck. Soon as there starts being many ships on screen, it becomes so hard to time because they don't spawn at the same intervals anymore. No! My diagonal shot was blocked. Like, there, it didn't spawn when it should. And it just messes up everything. At around 5 minutes, I apparently start screwing up. Oh, they us? No. Fuck him. The worst part about these quick ships is if you miss them, you don't reload quickly enough to get them on the next lap around. That is really what makes it so difficult. You more or less have one chance, and if you miss it, you're done for. Yeah, you can only have 2 pellets on screen at the same time. And like there, there you had that part where the ship doesn't spawn because there's too many ships on screen at the same time. Then it becomes impossible to time them. It's actually 3 different buttons. Tilting? Yeah, I probably am. Aren't I? Maybe I should just let the ship pass and take it on this here. Fuck. That was unfortunate. My plan is basically by letting it take some time here. Because if I shoot it as soon as it spawns, I make the game progress faster. So by letting them like fly past once, I think I slow down the game. Yeah. That's like in the end you never win. The game is just made for you to lose. Like, score attack was the only thing that existed back then. The only game that like had any content was probably Pitfall. It takes like an entire extra 2 seconds if I let them go around. Because previous playthroughs, when I was at about 5 minutes, I had almost 100,000. Now I'm at 4 minutes and I don't even have 50. Doesn't seem to spawn as many fast bombers. Ah, screw it. My cheap strat actually came and bite me there. The water animation. Yeah. So nice. Yeah, they don't just plow down my entire city, thankfully. That's nice of him. Fun trivia, do you know why you can only have 2 pellets on screen at the same time? There's actually a really good explanation to that. And it's because the Atari 2600 didn't have a screen buffer. I don't know if people remember, but I spoke a while ago about screen buffers. And a screen buffer is basically a big ass matrix with color values for each pixel. But the Atari 2600 couldn't afford that. It was just too much data and they couldn't fit it into ROM memory. So what it did instead was you had a couple of sprites that you could render. And you had a background. And then you had 2 bullet sprites, which was basically projectiles. However, whenever a scan line was drawn, and I don't know if people know what a scan line is, but a scan line is basically one line of pixels. So whenever a scan line was drawn, you could move these bullet... Jesus, that's a quack one. These bullet sprites to another position. So the pellets, the 2 pellets are the 2 bullet sprites. That's also the reason why there's so limited amount of stuff that moves. It's part of, like, most of these buildings are probably part of the background. And they just upgrade the background very rarely. Shit, there's gonna be The vines in you remember Jungle Hunt? The vines in Jungle Hunt is actually the bullets, but they're moved every scan line. So it appears like a line, but it's actually just the same dot that moves around all the time. Several times per frame, actually. I don't remember how many scan lines a TV had. Shit. But it was quite a lot of them. Yeah, that's some interesting trivia, in case people are interested about why all graphic worked like it did. Like from here, it's so damn difficult. No, I don't have one in reserve. Graphics programming is interesting, but it's such a deep rabbit hole. Basically, these very old computers sent a CPU interrupt on each scan line. Then you had to do some kind of routine on the scan line interrupt. And one of those things could be actually moving the graphics around. Four minutes left. Yeah, that's one of those super fast ones that are like nigh impossible to hit. Fuck. Now I'm in a bad spot here. Shit. Yeah. Shit. Pause the game? I'm sorry, I can't. There's no pause button. No! It might be possible to pause the emulation, but I don't know how to do off the bat. And I don't want to risk anything. Fuck. Oh well. We were very close. Yeah. That was a very good attempt though. We need to really like wait this one out. Let each ship flies the absolute longest it can. Like this last ship here has to go really... That saves like probably 3 or 4 minutes. No, 3 or 4 seconds. You'll enjoy this more than FTL. I guess that's good then. Have you noticed I never use the side cannons anymore? It was just easier to learn to time the middle one and not keep track of everything else. Yeah, I know, but it's such a risk letting it fly low. So that's why I just kill it as soon as I can. Because it's so easy for it to start like slipping between your fingers. So I get about 10,000 points per minute. Did you see how close it was for me to lose my tower there? It even started with a death ray. I managed to blow up the bomber. Barrage balloons. I wish I could do something. Like I had a few Nova bombs to blow everything off the screen or something like that. That would have been nice. I would have really liked that. Just a few. Yeah. Why didn't Atlantis invent the flak cannon? That would have been neat. Let this one fly low. Shave off a few seconds every here and there. Adds up. It really does. If I had like 10 seconds per wave, that adds up pretty quickly. Oh, we didn't touch each other. It wasn't adultery. We didn't even touch each other. Was Atlantis real? I was thinking the same thing. Fuck. I really wanna. I want to read the joke for Geekbot that I can see there. 2 muffins in a party anymore to extend. I need to watch the screen. It's unfortunate, but I have to. I really want you to control a special weapon. I can still read somewhat every now and then. Just so you know, I got my eyes on you. No revolting. No. I can see you, Sky. Penguin. Let's drag it out. There we go. Shit. The super fast one, those are so difficult to hit. I was lucky. Like some of them just zip past the screen. It's disgusting how fast they move. This is bad. I wonder if Sharpie just pulled this number out of his ass, or if there's like, is 15 minutes. Is 15 minutes some kind of established number in this game, or was it just like, ah, that sounds like a good enough limit? I wonder. XKCD. They do have a few funny ones, I must say. Yeah, the what ifs. I love that one. Some of those questions are so damn funny. My favorite what if of all time is the one about the sun. What if I get a bucket of water as big as the sun and pour it onto the sun? Would it would it go out? Try shooting the enemy ships. Ah, yeah, that's what I'm doing wrong. I see, I see. So basically, if you have a bucket of water as big as the sun and pour it onto the sun, what happens is, well, the bucket of water would weigh so much, it would actually implode onto itself and ignite. So if you had a bucket as large as the sun, you'd have a second sun. "7 hours. Jesus. Someone really must have learned all the patterns by then. Yeah, you can drag out the third pass quite a lot, actually. I've been trying to do that a lot. If this is like the last ship, okay, it isn't. If this is the last ship, no, it isn't. But you let the last ship like basically go for as far as you can before you shoot it, because it shaves off a few seconds. Yeah, but since there's new ships spawning all the time, and there can be up to 3 ships on screen, it doesn't really matter if I let everyone go to the lowest pass, as long as I let the last one like go long. That's the important one. "7 hours? That's pretty damn dumb." My god, I don't enjoy with their RPG games. So I can guide you on Thursday. We did it, boys! GG! Haha, GG! Screw you, Atlantis. Did it! So shall I finish the run, or shall we just like... Shit, I lost my focus. I completely lost my focus. It only took me an hour. Yeah. Let's just watch the world burn here. Boom! 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 Glorious. Glorious. Wonderful. Wonderful, I say. No, I wouldn't call this empty material, unfortunately. It's a decent one. For an Atari 2600, I'd say it's decent. Pretty classic. Defend the base type of game. With a small addition. Like you have 3 turrets. One shooting straight up and 2 shooting diagonally from each corner. Each ship passes over your base 3 times, each time getting lower and lower, and on the 4th pass it destroys a building, and all buildings are destroyed. It is game over. I actually find this game somewhat entertaining. It sure has more replay value than a few other 2600 games we played. I am looking at you, Firefly. Sure, these games are pretty damn thin, but it is fine for its time, I'd say. Yeah, pretty decent. It works. Alright everyone, quest is completed. Type loot the room to get 22 gold.